So this is the main street of Hillston, and we've got to stick to sort of mostly blacktop for a little bit because of the rain that's been heading down south, so you can't go on the dirt road. So we're sticking. Okay, so as we leave the main street of Hillston alone, that's it. We're done here. We bought 2 cans of beans in the town. The only time we come to this town and the bakery is closed. Can you believe it? Anyway, we're heading towards Cobar, but we're not going to go to Cobar, and so we'll be stopping for the night up a bit further. In fact, probably a couple of nights. So there you are. This is Mount Hope, as you can tell by the sign. This is the pub. We've just had lunch here. The side of the pub was first established in 1890 by William Clark, who came to the area about that time. But he also, interesting little bit of history for him, is that he was married to a young lass from Ireland who was out on a turkey shoot in 1869 and got shot dead. The next year he married his servant. So interestingly, a sort of little story, but by his first wife, he had 4 children. By his second wife, 11. And all I can say is that clearly in those days, there was no TV. Nymagee Cemetery. It's one of the biggest cemeteries I've seen for a long time. It's also got some of the oldest graves around, going back to the 1890s, 1860s. It is a very spread out cemetery. There's lots of little people in this cemetery, particularly around the late 1890s to early 1900s. Lots of lonely graves too, sort of unusually. I suppose land isn't a problem out here. So Joe and I left Merriwagga and we stopped at a little place called Nymagee, and we're in the campground at Nymagee. Free power, free toilets are there as well. And as you can see, we're packed. The pub down the road offers a good feed, and we had a drink there last night. It's all good. But this little town deserves a bit more attention from us travellers. And so rock on in. Lunch spot about 50 k's or maybe 80 k's south of Burke. Not a bad rest area. There's no facilities, but hello, what's this? Well, I'll be blowed. Anyway, no facilities, but there is plenty of camping out the back. So if you're cruising along this road and it's getting late and you felt the need to pull over for a rest with your van, you could pull them down the back of this and probably have a quiet night. Okay, so it is day number, actually I have no idea what day number it is on our little journey, but what I do know is we've gone as far north as we can go. If we go any further north, we'll have to stay up there for at least 2 weeks. Do you want to go north?
No,
oh,
we can't.
Oh, okay. Alright, so where are we?
We're in Burke.
We're in Burke, okay, so we're in the Burke Caravan Park on the north side of the river. You know, lots to see and do around Burke, and it's one of those ones that really is the outback area. So, you know, the back of Burke they call the place, but it's all here. So what can you do?
Right, you can go to the visitor centre.
We've got a great view.
But you can still play golf. It's up opposite the cemetery. Fred Hollows is buried in the cemetery there, and it's a big pioneer cemetery as well. You've got the paddle steamer, the Darling's flowing.
Oh, it's also, for those people who are journeying along with their camper trailers or caravans that are a bit more bush reliable, the start and end of the Darling River run to the south. So you know, you can come up here and do that, drop into Burke, have a good time, and also again go to Gunbooker National Park on your way home.
There's also galleries and things like that up here if you're that way inclined.
Lots of history. So
yeah.
Anyway, we'll get some more footage of it later on, and we'll talk later.
Bye.
Bye. So this is being taken from a place called Mary's Bend. It's free camping out here, about 10 k's out of Burke, right on the banks of the Darling. There's heaps of room. It's self-sufficient, but gee whiz, what a spot. Just fantastic camping out here. You should come. View from Little Mountain on Gundabooka National Park. Easy walking track from the camping ground, although we rode our bikes, so that probably negates the walking bit, but nonetheless easy. Great view from the top, and phone service if you're interested. Campsite at Gundabooka National Park. Been here one day already, been out for a lovely ride. You would have seen us riding the trail a little bit earlier. Unfortunately I stopped the video a fraction too early because just after I stopped videoing, someone fell off. Well, Bright, it's the last night in Gundabooka National Park. What are you making for dinner?
I'm not. I thought you were cooking.
Oh, crap.
I'm having trouble standing on my feet, remember?
Oh, true. Looks like pizza. Domino's, where are you? Okay, steak.
Yeah, we've got some steak out and veggies.
Okay, so no little travel video, as you see on TV everywhere and every day, is complete without having a bit of a cooking segment. So we have the fire, we have the plate, we have a potato. In fact, we have two potatoes. We have a carrot, we've got the green stuff, and the meat. It's all here. So stay tuned, and before you know it, we'll be eating tea. Thank you. Thank you. So most cooking shows, when you watch them, they go through the preparation. They've got their own cooking gear, they've got their own glass dishes, their own spices and all the rest of it. Rather than show you the preparation and the cooking of the meal, I'd rather just go straight to the end and show you dinner, because, and you probably can't see it from over there. Let me just grab this and take you into there. Look, see? Dinner is ready, and if you want, you can watch me eat it, but I'd probably prefer you didn't. Here we are, we've just come out of Gundabooka National Park, had a great 3 days in there, beautiful spot. Nice bike riding, except for those who fall off their bikes and need to have breakfast, lunch and dinner made for them. Anyway, we're at the T-junction here. To the left is one way and to the right is another. Joe's consulting the map, and anyway, which way is it, left or right?
Right.
Really? Right, hang on a sec, I just need to fix her up because she normally reads a map the other way on. So, left or right?
Still left.
Beauty, we're off to the left.
Still right.
Okay, so I'm standing in the main street of Tottenham in New South Wales. The town is the most centre of New South Wales, geographically centre. And this signpost on the hill here, or just on the corner, is Cameron's Corner, Broken Hill. Just round the corner of that you can see Eden, 580 kilometres away, not far from home. But this is the street. Tullamore Showgrounds. We were camping for the night. Just one other person in here with us tonight, and little town of Tullamore. It's not very big, but it does boast that, and perhaps not strangely enough with the name, but of Tullamore, but it does boast that 80% of the population here are descended from Ireland. So, and the bloke behind the bar is, even did ask, would you like power with that? So, yes, little spot of Tullamore. Okay folks, this will be the second last little video. After a few weeks on the road, we've had a great time, seen lots of things, not long enough in many cases, but still we spent 2 or 3 nights in most places. But tonight we're spending one night here because finally we got Joe's foot looked at, and it turns out that it's broken. And so home tomorrow. We have to, poor old Keith has to get out early, and anyway, I'll do a bit of a wrap tomorrow. Bye. Skillards Beach, Mimosa Rocks National Park, part of the Sapphire Coast, and yet another easy place to get to with your car, caravan, camper, motorhome, whatever. We were meant to stay here a few nights, but we're going to get home now because of Joe's leg. And just a reminder, folks, that of all the little bits and pieces you've seen so far, if you're stuck this far to listen to this bit, it's so easy to get out and see places in New South Wales and your own home state. Just go out and do it. Anyway, till next holiday, see you later.